candy. It's a new flavor. Sigrika and Lene suggested it. Great for lifting spirits.
All right, Luke. What's the word on this Exostrider plan?
My conversation with Lucilla went well. She's on your side. Your showing during the Dark Side incident also helped speed up the Academy's internal review. That said, you've been a student here for less than a year. You'll need the Space Trek Collective's approval to officially activate the Exostrider. Their biggest financial backer is the New Federation. And of course, they answer to an entire board of investors. And to them, the Exostrider is definitely a high-value asset. I've been flooding their desks with reports. Your Academy investigation record, your latest test scores from Abel College, and a full physical adaptability eval I wrote myself.
And were they rejected?
We got a meeting, but when that much money's involved, conflicts of interest make everything move very slowly. Unlike Jinzhou or Renacida, they've got far too many cooks in the kitchen.
I'm worried we don't have that kind of time.
Exactly, which is why we're going to strike first. Besides, things have changed. It all comes down to this guy. This is Chase, head of the Space Trek Collective. He just got back to Lahai Roi on a Triumph avionics ship from the New Federation. President Lucilla, Professor Mornier, and I have all put in a good word. You'll be meeting him at the Research Institute. Chase started as a low-level employee at Ashridge Energy in the New Fed. Then, he dropped off the grid for a few years before resurfacing in a government position. After that, he left the government and started diving into multiple large-scale investment projects. Some say he's still been Ashridge Energy's man the whole time, but no one's been able to prove it. He's sharp, low profile, and very smooth. At his age, he's seen it all. His only real concern is if the Exostrider's pilot can be controlled. Normally, they'd pick Academy synchronists who have been signing stacks of NDAs since day one, but
Sounds like his attitude changed. Does that have something to do with the changes you mentioned?
come in. Let's talk over some hot drinks. I heard Lucilla asked for your help after the ceremony. How did it feel working with her?
Well, at first she was pretty dominant, steering the conversation the whole time. But now I understand it's because this academy means so much to her.
Based on your intel, the reactor core has been returned. Ideally, we'd wait for the Exostrider to awaken before trying to help Imith or confront the Threnodian. But recent readings from the Institute's Strider Gate monitors, they're off the charts. Void matter reactivity is spiking. The Space Trek Collective is getting twitchy. If Threnodian Aleph 1 breaks the seal, all of Stellaires will be at risk, not just Lahai Roy. Now, the Collective didn't establish itself here without binders full of contingencies for a Threnodian event. Problem is, every one of those plans would scorch decades of scientific progress. Which, in our case, actually gives us some leverage. Enough to have a real conversation with their head.
Then I'll convince him. I'll show him the lowest casualty count is the only one that makes sense. He'll have to approve me as the synchronist who pilots the Exostrider. Luke, you mentioned you have contacts in the Black Shores. In this workspace of yours. It's secure, right?
Guaranteed. What are you thinking?
Lahai Roy is closed off from the outside world. Public comms are probably tapped by Fraxidus moles inside the Academy. And right now, I need a direct line to the Black Shores.
I see. Give me a moment. I'll establish the link and leave the rest to you.
I received your call, Rover. Is the situation in Lahai Roy that dire? You look exhausted.
My frequency loss has been resolved, but Lahai Roy is under imminent Threnodian threat. I need your help, Shorekeeper.
Understood. For this purpose, both I and the Black Shores exist.
Any additional intel on the Exostrider within the Tethys system? Verified or not, I need everything you have. I trust Luke. You can speak freely.
Records confirm that Luke Herson has been providing critical assistance and intelligence to the Black Shores. I trust your judgment. After the founding of Star Torch Academy, most information fell under their seal of secrecy. However, in its early days, you mediated negotiations between the Academy and the Roya. Through that process, the Black Shores gained partial access to certain archived insights. The Space Trek Collective fears that due to the Exoswarm's division, the Exostrider, even upon awakening, might not have enough power to face the Threnodian. This concern led to the Augmented Resonance Initiative, the Synchronists. Observing how Sentinels work with their resonators, they theorized that the Exostrider, sharing similarities, could amplify its power through a resonator as well. However, considering your link with the Exostrider, the Tether system does not recommend this method. We have intel that deep beneath Lahai Roy lies the keystone left behind by the Exostrider long ago. It rests directly atop the seal on the Strider Gate. You can think of it as a kind of lock. You do not need a cockpit to pilot the Exostrider. So long as its activation sequence remains unobstructed, you may pilot it using the keystone.
Is it because I'm its arbiter?
Precisely. For one who shares its origin, a cockpit would be more of a hindrance. As for Imeth, I think Dr. Luke's proposal is viable.
You mean using the exoswarm-like shell that appeared in the cockpit to look for her?
Yes, the connection between frequencies will help. Rover, bring her with you when you activate the Exostrider.
Sure. While I'm there, the Black Shores will need to keep a closer eye on Lahai Roy.
I understand.
I'm counting on you, Shorekeeper.
As long as I may be of help to you, I am content. Please return safely from the Strider Gate, my star.
I will. Don't worry.
I'll inform Lucilla. Take your time finishing that drink before you head out.
What do you think? I'm about to ask a man to sign off on a crazy plan, and I can't even promise him it'll work.
Nobody has a plan they promise will work. If Chase agrees, it's because he's betting that you're his best option. Just take the win. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the person.
go to the cafeteria for lunch together?
Mr. Chase, this is the student I mentioned, Rover. Our best hope for piloting the Exostrider.
Save the intro, President Lucilla. We've met before.
Before? In my past life at the Academy?
Let's just get down to it. The Threnodian LF1 situation is deteriorating. We're running out of time. I wanted to wait for the Exostrider's self-regeneration to finish, but the clock has run out on that one. So tell me, Rover, why do you want to pilot the Exostrider? What's the play?
To find Imeth and put down the Threnodian.
Imeth. Name rings a bell. The one with the high sync rate. Her disappearance was a real loss for us.
She's beyond the Strider Gate.
I see how it is. But finding one person in a goddamn interdimensional haystack, not so easy. You understand our position. The Threnodian is our priority.
Stopping the Threnodian is my priority too. I'm gonna handle both. Look, we have the same objective. So like you said, let's just get down to it. If void matter erupts, Lahai Roy is ground zero. Every one of your projects will take a hit.
Regarding LF1, our intel is insufficient. We are not, at this time, considering its total destruction. What we need is for the Exostrider to reinforce the seal on the Strider Gate. To do that, we need a qualified synchronist, and we need the Institute's drive replica. When that gets embedded in the Exostrider's chest cavity, then its repair is complete. Right now, the replica is in its final phase of development. We're still missing critical data.
Drive replica. Is that what you're building from the fallen reactor drive after Helios was launched?
Correct. It's based on the original drive's framework. You had a hand to play in that. You made sure Helios got launched. To complete the drive replica, we require precise data from the Exostrider operating in high concentrations of void matter and environmental readings from inside the... Without them, we can't guarantee the Exostrider can resist LF1's corruption. Here's the verdict. On behalf of the Space Trek Collective, I authorize you to pilot the Exostrider. But remember, our objective is the data. We need readings from the high concentration zone to complete the replica. And your personal mission gets 10 minutes. That's the max duration our void matter barriers can cover the Strider Gate once it's opened. After 10 minutes, you return to Lahai Roy, whether you found Imeth or not. Do you accept?
Deal. One more thing. I won't be using a cockpit. Just show me the way to the Keystone and have the Exostrider ready. That's all I need.
Huh. Still full of surprises. Always bringing us the unconventional. Lucila, run a high-pressure sync test for the Synchronist. I've seen the physical eval, but I want live data for validation. The moment the numbers hit green, we'll begin preparations for activating the Keystone and deploy void matter barriers around the Strider Gate.
There's something else. I need a favor.
Go on.
The Fraccidus is lying low. Even after failing in the dark side, they could move the moment the Strider Gate opens.
Ah, that's what's on your mind. Well, I have an update. Remember Sigrika's friend? The somewhat lackadaisical one?
You mean Denia?
That's the one. She's gone missing. Our investigation points to her being the agent the Grand Architect referred to. But don't let it distract you. I have a reliable friend keeping an eye on Fraccidus activity. You just focus on waking the giant. Leave the rest to us, Rover.
Black Shores just sent a formal communication request. They're offering full support for Lahai Roy's evacuation, if it comes to that. You handle it, Lucila. You have a better read on the situation than I do. And you're better at talking with that student. If there's anything else you want to ask me, now's the time.
I'm surprised you're placing this much trust in Rover, authorizing her so readily. Any particular reason?
We're different, President. I'm a businessman, and businessmen trust their instincts for a good investment. The Threnodian could strike at any time. Given the circumstances, Lahai Roy may have to be written off. And with the timeline we have, relocating the Exostrider is impossible. If we're gonna lose it anyway, why not let her take one last swing?
Understood. We still need to prepare for the worst case scenario.
Of course. If this fails, we'll initiate the backup plan. Dusk Veil.
Ugh, that guy gives me the creeps. What kind of place is the new Federation anyway? Are they all gonna be like that?
We'll find out when we get there, Abby.
Want to go to the cafeteria for lunch together?
So you're that student, huh? I'm Sakia. I'll be overseeing and evaluating your test today. Lucilla filled me in on everything. This synchronization test is far more intense than the standard procedure. We're simulating the neural load of a direct link with the Exostrider. If you feel anything off, you call it. I won't allow the test to continue under overclocking conditions. Review and confirm the safety protocols before Good. The cabin systems are configured. The simulator cockpit is right there. I'll be watching your metrics closely the whole time. I hope you pass the test smoothly.
Neural network connected. Tactical model constructed. Resonator vital signs synchronized.
Enduring the fire. With the curtain! Checkmate. Nowhere to hide. None shall whisper. The show begins.
Test complete. Recording synchronization rates data. Cockpit opening. Please exit according to the safety protocols.
How did you get all the way here from the lake house?
She wanders into the academy sometimes. Usually her caretaker bot escorts her back pretty quick, but today she was being difficult.
We'll go back together in a bit, okay?
So the little terror can be quiet. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, I was her teacher. Over 10 years ago now. She used to drive me up the wall. Made me lose my composure more than once. She never did seem to mind. The last day I taught her, she wrote saving the world as her career path. I asked her if that was really what a synchronist should be aiming for, then gave her a piece of my mind and told her to rewrite it. She didn't even get upset, just smiled, took the form and walked away. She never stepped out of that cockpit again. Now she's back, but not really. What a headache of a student. Lucilla told me you're her family. Is that true?
Yes.
And you're planning to pilot the Exostrider and bring her back from the Strider Gate?
That's the plan.
Sounds like an absurd, bold, utterly delusional idea. No one knows what's actually behind that gate.
I know.
When Imeth went missing, the cockpit recorded an abnormally high synchronization rate. We couldn't verify it after she disappeared, so it was never officially logged. Your test results are just shy of hers overall, but in some sectors they're even higher. You've passed. I hope that absurd plan of yours works, and that you bring my student home. The results are out, but preparing the Exostrider will take time. You'll need to wait around 2 days. We'll let you know when it's ready.
Cassette.
Your daily training regimen is being formulated and will be sent to your terminal shortly.
So, we're finally going to where that giant eye is hiding?
Yeah. And Abby, if you think it's stronger than you, don't try to be a hero. Okay?
I got this. But, we don't know how much strength is hiding behind that gate, huh?
Our priorities are the data and IMyth. A direct fight with Aleph 1 can wait until the drive replica is ready.
Hey, Rover, are you leaving now? Yeah, I was worried. Figured I'd catch you before you left. So, you're gonna pilot the Exostrider. Do you feel nervous at all? I know you're awesome and all, but nobody's ever done this before. Nobody knows if the Exostrider will even move, or what else might go wrong. Everything's felt so heavy at the Academy lately. Teachers are stretched thin. Even the nearby exoswarms seem restless.
Lene, are you nervous?
Okay, fine. Is it that obvious? Look, after I aced the entrance exam, I thought, sweet, life's gonna be packed again, non-stop, like it used to be. But just when I was ready to finally be a student, my bubble popped. My brilliant student life, poof, and done. The Threnodian, void matter, the Frexidus. They're breathing down our necks. And I just have to stand here and watch you walk into danger alone. It makes me feel totally useless.
I'd feel worse if I dragged everyone in the High Roy into danger just to back me up. Of course, if things get really desperate, we'll have to face it together. But for now, when I look at all the students who came here chasing their dreams, I want them to stay students. Because
dang, that's a heavy title. We're in the same year, you know. But I get what you're saying. Making you waste time on a pep talk when you've got a world to save? I do need to grow up. But I won't just sit around. I'll be on standby. Whatever the Academy needs to support your mission, I'm in. And when this is all over, we're going for a drive. Can't wait for that day to come. Professor Mornier's up ahead. Good luck out there, my friend.
I don't care if she only wants me as a janitor.
Temporary passage is complete. It'll take you directly to the keystone. The Black Shores will keep a team on standby here at the Institute. If you need our support, just say the word.
Thank you. We couldn't have built the data framework this quickly without your team's expertise.
The High Roy is a top priority. A joint call by the Shorekeeper and the Tethys system. Oh, Professor Mornier, your guest has arrived.
Ah, you're here.
Is that the way to the Strider Gate?
Yes. This temporary passage will take you to the Dima Plains, deep within Biarter Woods. Both the Strider Gate and the Keystone are located in the Solvane Heartwood at its center. President Lucilla has already departed with the advanced team. They'll be waiting on the others. And also...
She's too fast.
What happened?
Professor Monnier! She suddenly bolted into the cassette depository and took this.
This is...
Can I see it? I'll give it back in a moment. Mornier, do you see what's special about it?
This ID number. I saw it in the student file during her inspection. This is Imeth's own cassette. It's been stored in the depository since she went missing.
Why did you want to bring this now?
It may be instinctual. Dr. Luke did say this exoswarm-like shell shares a frequency link with the real Imeth. Or it could be the shell's residual instinct. Cassettes are proof of a student's identity. Or it could be a weak signal sent from the Imeth beyond the gate. We can't determine which theory is correct yet. However, this does remind me. Carrying a cassette into an unexplored Voidstorm zone follows standard exploration protocol. Do you have yours?
Yeah, I've kept it with me. I'll head to the Deemer Plains now then, Mornier.
have to stay here, monitoring the data and ensuring the drive replica is ready. I wish I could go with you. But I'll be fully supporting your mission. Mentor, please, take care.
I count on you to watch my back, Mornier. With what we accomplished with Helios, I trust you'll handle the drive replica. We will succeed again.
I won't let you down, Mentor. Let this be a new promise between us.
Let's go.